Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I really don't want to say, I told you so, but I kind of did explain quite a few things about the extraterrestrials and everything, and now I hear that Donald Trump has come out and told everyone the truth. So, kind of, I guess all the people that ridiculed me, kind of stuck your foot in your mouth, but that's not what I wanted to say. I just wanted everyone to be aware, that extraterrestrials are here. There's a few races of them that are really trying to help us. They can't, come in and change our history or anything like that. That's against one of the 12 galactic laws. But, it is what it is. Sorry about the lighting and the poor connection here, but it's, I'm kind of, see if I can pull up a little bit, get a better signal. Yeah, 4G there. Let's see if that'll clear it up a little bit. Let's talk about the hydrogen cells that I've been telling everyone about. That sounds like a good thing. As everyone knows, hydrogen is unstable when pressurized. So why would you need a spark plug? Well, you don't. You don't need a spark plug. You need a one-way injector that will push water into your reservoir and pressurize, place your hydrogen into your intake valve. It will then close, causing the hydrogen to be compressed, which it will then self-ignite. So you can take your spark plug and use it to power your hydrogen cell. Ooh, sweet. Oh, is that for you?
The stuff on top's for me and the kids, the stuff on the bottom is for
Oh,
you.
okay. Yay, food. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. That was a corn nugget. I'm not a big fan. Hang on, baby. I'll get it. So, yeah, we gotta look out for each other, and that's what I've been trying to do. And that's why I made the video with. Oh, hey, how you doing, Realm? That's why I made the alternator video, and I purposely, put in the description that there was, certain information that I can't share, just like my hydrogen video. It shows the exact opposite way to build a hydrogen cell. I use direct current. You're supposed to use either pulsed DC. Here, let me pause this for a minute, and I'll. There we go. Should straighten up here in just a second. Have a better connection here. Oh, I have another comment. What was it? What's up? Sexy girls for dating. Yeah, don't go to that scammer crap. Sorry about that. So yeah, I had one of my sources tell me that Trump come out today and told everyone about the extraterrestrial. So that's big news that I told you guys about a long time ago. The cure for cancer that I have is real. The technology that I have is real. Like I told you guys, I've got 4 machines that work. 3 are mostly mechanical. The other one is a hydrogen cell. And of course, you know, hydrogen when compressed is highly combustible.
My freaking customers come in all the time and they're like, pick one. Okay.
Okay, let me have one. Alright. Free scratch-off ticket. Woohoo! It's $1 one. Top prize up to $3,000. Ow! Ow! Allie!
Dude came in
careful,
earlier,
baby.
I swear to you. He came in early and he won $200 on a $1 ticket.
That hurts, Daddy.
I've won $100 off a $1 ticket before. I've won money off of tickets that weren't winners. That's why I scan them all.
Yeah.
Anyways, when you compress hydrogen...
Don't kick Daddy.
Hey there, how's it going? Sorry, that sounded so
Just
redneck.
kick Daddy.
I guess I am kind of backwoods and redneck, so...
Redneck?
It's just a way of living.
What's redneck?
It means we take care of ourselves and we take care of our friends and family and we love everyone.
No, I was talking
That's what it
about,
means.
I was talking about...
And we don't put up with enemies, foreign or domestic.
No, I was talking about what is redneck. What's redneck?
So, shame here. Brother, don't be ashamed if you're Hispanic,
No,
Spanish. Look, I love all people. I'm not biased. I share with everyone. But back to the,
I won $1.
back to, oh, yay. You won $1. It's a free
ticket.
It's a free $1. You can buy a piece of candy now. Ain't nothing else gonna buy $1. So anyways, when you build a hydrogen cell for your personal transportation, you can just go ahead and take the spark plugs out because you're not gonna need them.
No.
That's actually, Alvin, that's one word, redneck. It doesn't mean, you know, that my neck is red. It just means that I live out in the woods. I don't have electricity or electric lines ran to my house. But I guess my neck is a little bit red. Some people think it's
No.
actually like offensive to call someone a redneck.
Who farted?
It's not offensive. We don't get offended. We fight for our freedom. We live free how it's supposed to be. And we don't put up with tyranny.
No.
As you guys can tell from my last live video from earlier this morning. If anyone wants to do some questions or anything, that'd be cool. I can do that. Is the video coming through fine, or I need to move around?
Mom's tomato edge and put
I don't think that electricity is
You
a
need to go to bed,
privilege.
and so do you. You got school in the morning.
school is
School. You
And
got
I
school
don't
in the morning,
think
so you need
that
to
it's
go.
right for maritime officers of the court or police officers to arrest you, sign a contract, and sign away your rights. That's with a direct permanent. Hey, how are you? I got one power on it, and it power generator head 70 continuous, and it only takes 2,000 watts to run the machine. 1,000 watts, left over, and you can take that and run it to some homemade supercapacitors made out of aluminum foil, PVC pipe. You can use glass jars and water with aluminum foil. A lot of different ways to store your current, but I've got one that just uses a small permanent magnet DC motor, and it runs off 24 volts, but it puts out 190 volts DC at 8.7 amps. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't really finished with that water video, but it works.
Where's scissors at?
Dry cell and a wet cell, the only difference is the hydrogen cells that are dry cells are just dry on the outside, and they have the plates on the inside of it. A wet cell is just submerged into the water itself and then sealed off. You've got your negative pulsed DC. Oh, sorry about that. I had a pinched nerve there. You've got your output coming off of the negative of your dry cells, and that's how they're making the dry cells. But it's still using purified water. You don't need sodium bicarbonate. That will put too much of an electrolyte in your water. You just want to use purified water, high voltage. The higher the voltage, the better, really. And it doesn't, it can't be direct current. It needs to be either pulsed direct current with a pulse wave modulator, PWM, or you can use alternate current and just use the transformer so you don't have any resistance. Oh wait, what was that question there?
Brayden, you better go pee before you go to bed. Allison, come here.
Okay, yeah, I've got the projects. They're done, but yes, I just need to
before you go to bed.
before I put those online, I've got to get a fence put up around my perimeter.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's time to go pee pee. Love my family. I love my family. Love you guys too. I've been called a modern day Tesla quite a few times, but I don't like looking at Tesla's stuff, any of his blueprints or drawings or anything. It kind of wigs me out a little bit. I don't know. Every time I look at anything of his, I automatically just, I'm like, oh man, I can't believe, he came out with this and told everybody about that, But, here's a good question. What do you guys think about Trump coming out and telling everyone about the extraterrestrials? Please don't call them aliens. That's very rude. We are aliens, not them. Some of us can, well, I don't want to say go to the fourth dimension, because it's not really like that. I mean, that's what it's called, but it's not really, I guess, anatomically correct. But yes, I had a pinched nerve just a second ago, so that hurt pretty bad. But I'm working towards it. I've been taking my hydrogen peroxide treatment, feeling much better, a lot more alert and everything. I've got the stenosis in between my spine. That my sciatic nerve is crushed and pinched in between my spine. So, what did that say? With no space. I believe there's another plan behind that Trump statement myself. I didn't watch it. I don't watch the news. I just had someone call me and let me know that he came out and said something about the extraterrestrials. There's not really, I don't believe there's an ulterior motive. If you guys will remember, about a week and a half ago, y'all got a strange feeling. It seemed like something was missing, or not really deja vu, but I was informed last night while I was asleep that Trump was assassinated, and well, the timekeepers went back and fixed that. So, oh, goodbye. Yeah, that's all right. Hey, you know what? Some people believe whatever they want to believe. You all just keep believing whatever you want to believe, and if you know, if you're, yes, absolutely, brother. Extraterrestrials or ETs, that no one's offended by that. Battery being, see here, what'd that say? Can you take a 12-volt battery and 2 alternators with one battery being charged by the other alternator and the other alternator powering your house? If that could work, now that's free energy. Well, you would have to use a transformer to step up the voltage and then run it, you know, a few feet away, and then use a electrolytic dielectric transformer and step down the voltage. That way you could gain amperage, and you wouldn't have to worry about the resistance in the aluminum lines. They don't carry the ferrous materials or ether or well, thank you very much, Realm Earth Heaven. I appreciate that. And 6 volts in, 90 amps out. No, if you got it to work like that, then you used pulsed DC. You probably used a relay to get it to pulse, or you could have used a set of points, or even a distributor cap. You know, just turn that thing at 3,600 RPM, and you're sure right, brother. I wish, but I don't have my card yet, so you know how that is.
Okay.
What, sweetheart?
I need to see them. Do you know where they are?
Yes, they're beside the TV right over there in the living room. So the moral of the story is, don't believe everything that you hear. What is a noun? What is a noun and flipping me off? Sexy dirt. Oh, that's it. That's it. Hooked to a movie. Turning it? What? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm not sure what that comment meant. So if you think of a car alternator as a transformer, you got your primary and your secondary. Your primary would be your field wire.
I'm watching my movie before I go to bed.
Okay. And your secondary would be your stator coil that's on the outside. Right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the alternators. So your primary, you want to pulse DC to it. It's not direct current, it's pulsed DC. You can get online and they have pulse wave modulators for about anywhere from $600 to $1,500. Or you can just sweet talk me into getting the hydrogen information.
It's not hard.
Yes, alternators, they do produce alternate current, and they use a direct current bridge rectifier, which is just 6 diodes on a bridge. 3 on each side. They're shorting out, you know, the alternate current to create direct current. Just like any, you know, electrical system, you know, like they send power from the power plant all over the place, and they short their circuits out with the pole transformers to gain the amperage back and step down the voltage. And they do that with your dirt and charge you for it. No, I meant to say there's a video on YouTube on alternators producing electricity. I sure hope there's a few out there, you know, by now. I made that video over a year ago, so outstanding. I need a lesson on how to power a house. Yes, dear outstanding God, thanks for sharing. Brother, I'm no better than you guys are. You know, I'm just on a mission, and nothing or nobody, you know, nothing's gonna stand in my way. I just want my family to be safe, you know. I have little kids, and well, let's just not, we're not going to talk about weapons right now, so, anyways, hydrogen, let's see here. You want, high voltage, the higher the better. Really doesn't matter, you know, what's that? Oh, hey, Merry Christmas, David. Thanks. You know what? The kids got a bunch of presents and everything, and we're not going to worry about me and my wife. You know, as long as the kids get something, then that's fine. Video name, update, free energy, no solar.
The kids got something because I had a shop with firefighters today.
Yeah, they went shopping with firefighters. You know, the less fortunate families. They do little programs where they take the kids and they buy them stuff from, you know, from Walmart or wherever, and it was a blessing, that's for sure, because you know, after catching up on our land payments and everything, and put back a little bit of money for the gas for the car, and sending out some special gifts to people with cancer and stuff. We're down to, well, I got a $20 donation yesterday, and I'm saving it. You know, if I can get that $70 for the back brace, and then that's gonna sure thing. Yeah, my email is energybuoys, BUIES @gmail.com. Are you powering your house on? I'd really, I'd say that in private. But just know that I don't have electricity lines ran onto my property. I actually had, I made a video. I recorded the electric companies out there.
You didn't upload it.
Yeah, I don't think I uploaded it. But they were out there running up and down the roads and stuff. I was in the woods watching them and stuff. They were trying to figure out how come I had power. Yeah, I know, but you know, I still don't. Yeah, Carl, that's funny. You have no idea, brother. And if I told y'all the truth about stuff, then, well, then you'd really think I was a nutcase. So, but yeah, yeah, they were out there for about 2 hours trying to figure out, you know, if I had some type of device that was pulling energy from their lines or something, and that's not what I'm doing. $400 a month? I got cussed because I told people that people were paying in between $300 and $1,000. I feel your pain, brother. I really do. Email me. Over $400 a month? My goodness, Carl.
That's what your mom was paying.
No, Mom was paying about $600 or $800 a month.
Yeah, she's paying over $400.
Yeah, right now she's got a bill for what'd she say? $300 and something dollars.
No, she just paid one so much.
Yeah, she just paid one for that much.
She's got it down now.
Yep. So if you own your home and you own your property and everything, your electric bill is twice as much as it would be if you were renting. Huh. Well, that don't make sense. No, that makes perfect sense.
Crap, turn on TV on.
Yep, $470 last month. You must own your home. Yep. Guarantee you, Carl, you own your home, don't you? And see, renters can't afford that much, so they don't get charged as much. Right. Yeah. That would be the email right there. That's it. Yeah, go ahead and email me. That's fine. I'll talk with you.
4 minutes into it.
I'm not crazy. I'm a psychopath. It comes with being a
They're
genius. It comes with being a genius. It's not pleasant, but I don't like to talk about it. They told you not to send any more messages. How come? That's weird. How many amps do I need to power my trailer with 200 amp breaker? Well, you would need 200 amps. Not really. I'm yeah, I don't want to really say this, but I'm using 15 amps to power everything. Oh, that's not possible. That's impossible. Yeah, okay. And yeah, let's just say perpetual motion. That's impossible too. Yeah, and while we're at it, let's just say that it's impossible to run your vehicle or your personal transportation off of hydrogen. Yeah, that's impossible too. No, it's not. None of it is. And there's certain things that I can't say, like things that pertain to our sun, or, you know, such things like that. But when I died and I was given all this information, they trusted me with everything. Yeah, you got a hydrogen cell in your truck? That's cool. You used the coil pack for your voltage instead of using the battery, or did you use a pulse wave modulator, pulse DC? And are you still using your spark plugs? Because you don't have to if you have enough hydrogen going into it. Yep, PWM. That's what I thought. Yeah, most people don't know, you know, that when you split hydrogen and oxygen the right way, you actually put oxygen back into the water, and it takes the hydrogen out of the water. Off of your negative plates, you get the hydrogen. Your positive plates give you the oxygen. But if you pulse it, then on the way out, it puts half of that oxygen back into the water. It actually makes hydrogen peroxide. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Don't worry about it. And you can just, you know, I mean, you can run quite a while, you know, off of a couple gallons of water. You can take a 5-gallon bucket full of water and make over 1,000,000 volts of electricity. And that's not something that most people know. So, Realm, you be safe out there, brother. And I know, you know, you probably got mock locations and stuff like I do and everything. But, yeah, no more oil changes. It definitely does. It cleans your oil. and everything. You ain't got to worry about oil changes. It puts oxygen out of your tailpipe. Instead of carbon dioxide, it puts out oxygen, so you're not hurting the planet by running that motor. You're not using gasoline anymore. You can take the spark plugs out as long as you got I do know what energy really is. I know where it comes from. People say energy cannot be created nor destroyed, and that's true, but there is one entity that can create it and destroy it, and that's God. And I met part of God while I was dead. I got that story in another video, but it's, I swear on my children's life, it's the truth. And I wouldn't do that, you know. I wouldn't lie about that. I met a pure entity of light. I was gone for 45 minutes here on Earth, and well, up there the last time, it was literally about 35-40 seconds, something right around there. But the conversation I had with, if you refer to the King James Bible, it would be, you know, referred to as the Holy Spirit, which is just part of God. That's the God in all capital letters, God, not demigods or Anunnaki gods, or you know, like the Syrians thought that, you know, extraterrestrials were gods and things like that. Egyptians thought they were gods just because they knew how to, you know, manipulate gravity. You know what? I know how to manipulate gravity too. It's called extremely high voltage, positive plates on top, negative plates on bottom, dielectric in the middle, and basically in the middle of it, it stops time, stops gravity and everything else, and you get a surrounding field of positive and negative, just like what comes from the planet. And well, you can do 1,500 miles per hour off of air propulsion coming out of the middle and make a 90-degree turn at 1,500 miles per hour, and there will be no gravity force or no G-force. There's many things that I know. Many things that I know, and there are some things that I have to take to my death with me, that are only for me. Yes, I know how to control my heart, and I can stop it at any moment. And if I was to be kidnapped and interrogated, I've already been given permission to kill myself, and I don't want to do that. That is the only forgivable sin. Put everything, you can lower your electric bills real easy just by, oh man, I'm at 9% battery. Okay. You put all of your TVs and stuff on power strips and turn everything off when you leave, because believe it or not, if it's plugged in, it's using power. All of the alternate current that comes into your house, 99% of it, now incandescent lights use alternate current or direct current, it doesn't matter, they'll use both. Anything over about 24, 36 volts will power incandescent lights. But the thing is all of the technology in your house uses direct current, including your phone. Your TVs run off of direct current. Everything in your house runs off direct current. If it's a machine, it runs off direct current. Your microwave does not run off direct current. It uses alternate current, and it steps up the voltage from 110 to about 2,500 volts, depending on your MOT transformer, you know, which is what I'm using for my hydrogen cell. It was free. Your microwave goes out, it can only be one of two things. Either you blew a fuse, or your key panel board went out. So, microwave goes out, take the top panel off of it. It's got a self-shorting diode in it. When the power goes off, it shorts out the capacitor in it. But you'd never want to touch a capacitor, whether it's live or not, whether it's had power to it or not, because they can hold a charge for 15 years and still kill you. So don't play with capacitors, unless you know what you're doing. Oh, what was that? AC heat, most 220 volts AC current for people who didn't know. Well, it depends on where you live. It's like in the North America. Some people call it U.S., but that's just a corporation. U.S. government is a corporation. We use 60 hertz. Other places like Australia, South Africa, places like that, they use 50 hertz, which is just cycles per second or pulses per second. So 60 hertz would be 60 pulses per second times 60 seconds, which equals 3,600 revolutions per minute. There you go. 50 hertz would be 3,000 revolutions per minute. So there you go. That's how you get 50 or 60 hertz off of a generator. But there's a lot of self-exciting generator heads out there now. You can get those for very cheap. You can build your own, but I mean, you're gonna spend a week wiring the coils in and stuff and everything. But you can use the alternator. It just puts off extremely high voltage, and it's unregulated. You can use a capacitor to regulate your voltage. You can run them in series to step the voltage back up to where you want it. It really just depends on what you're using it for. If you're using an alternator as a motor, then you just put, the lower the voltage of direct current to your field windings, the faster it will go, but the less torque it will have. Now your 3 coil wires that are wired in star are going to need a ESC, electronic speed controller, or a pulse width modulator that's 3-phase. And you're just going to wire your ESC up to the 3 coil wires, and then your field wire. Now this is how you make a synchronous motor. Ooh, I'm at 6% battery. So if you put 12 volts to it, it wouldn't turn extremely fast. But if you tried to stop it, it would break your arm. Now 3.7 volts, it's going to turn really fast, and it's still going to have quite a bit of torque. And it's pretty
How long y'all been roommates now?
16 years.
That's a lot of shared expenses.
10 microfarads and up. Oh, brother, I build my own capacitors. I build high voltage capacitors with aluminum foil. Y'all can look up the videos online. They're so simple to make. You just put a piece of wire on the corner of aluminum foil, and start wrapping it. And well, you'll see on just look up high capacitance or high voltage capacitors, and it'll show you a bunch of videos. There's a lot of them out there. If I could, Thomas, I'd send you some eggnog. Well, thanks. My wife is really, really into eggnog. Oh, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard this from a couple people.
What?
So I can use it for this, and I'll do the, let's see here. Bad. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay. Out of aluminum, they're pretty good.
I wanted to watch a movie.
Sound. I'm gonna try and get. You guys can hear me. Sound and frequency. Well, there's not much or ether as I'll be here in a few minutes with a course and out there is, you know, it's what's keeping us going. It really is. I mean, if you can't donate, please don't try. You know, if you can afford, you know, $5, $10, you know, if all of my subscribers sent me $5, I would have all these videos that I've got waiting to share. I mean, I'd have them up tomorrow. They'd start just piling in. I may have to start sharing them on Facebook or something like that because they'll get taken down. I've had a couple videos taken down, but one of them was inappropriate, and I took another one down on purpose because I was a little immature and said some bad things. So, yeah. All right, guys. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. I may have to charge the other one up just a little bit.